Titan SmartLabs actually started in the year 2020 with an acquisition of a startup called as Hug Innovations. But this place, what you see, Titan SmartLabs, is a brand new identity that has been created just 1 year ago. As the journey of Titan SmartLabs started, right, we at Titan felt that we need the right identity and the right infrastructure and the right vibes to represent us. And hence we built this office very passionately and making it look like a young product company. And that is what Titan SmartLabs is, which we have launched just like 6 to 7 months ago. We started with a team of 20 and we have grown 4x in the past of 3 years. And from a revenue point of view, we've probably grown 6x. And from the number of products that we have done, we've grown 20x. So that should just tell you the number of products, the volume, and the value that this team has built. So the culture at Titan SmartLabs is 3 things. First is innovation. Innovation is actually at the pinnacle of every single thing that we do. We want people to innovate, we want people to think bold, we want people to think different and then really bring the best, because end of the day our consumers are actually looking nothing but the best, and that's what we do. So that's the number 1. Number 2 is we believe in actually having a lot of fun at work. We actually find every opportunity to actually celebrate, and we really want to have people enjoy coming to office and work. Third most important thing is the culture. The culture of this organization is set up on a fundamental principle called as meritocracy. We do not believe in hierarchical driven decision making. A fresher from college has the same opportunity and the same voice to what I would say. Nobody has a different say in this team. Every single person's voice is heard, and we believe in working collectively. That is why meritocracy is actually the culture of this organization. So there's a lot of innovation that we do at Titan SmartLabs. First is we actually, if somebody is good at development, right, we have a lot of opportunity for people to build native mobile apps, and this is going to be very different mobile app than what you would have built in the past, because you need to work with Bluetooth, you need to work with devices, you need to work on IoT. There's a lot of things that you have to work on. So that's by in itself is a huge challenge. If let's say somebody is good on embedded side of it, then we have device work that you can do. You can actually build watch from the ground zero, where you are working on the components inside the watch. Not many people can offer you something like that. If you're a good UI UX designer, guess what? There's a lot of interesting graphics that you can actually build for this. If let's say you are a AI or an ML enthusiast, then we have a lot of data with which people can actually work on. What we believe in is hyper personalization of consumer experience. So you name it, we have something very different. Even as boring as like people say that QA is boring, QA is the same thing, but my team here actually enjoys it because they're actually validating algorithms. They're actually checking on how stress can be actually created or how stress should be validated. They sometimes validate how to actually measure happiness quotient. It's very different than what you would think and compare of. The learnings are on a daily basis. I think I would say I learn every day, and I feel that the team over here also says that there is an element of learning that people have every day. From the corporate point of view, right, we are amazed to see the culture of Titan in global, because if you look at it, right, on an average, a Titanian spends 20-25 years at Titan. Now, when you talk to a fresher, particularly in the field of software, the average tenure is 2 years, 3 years. But when you look at Titanian, right, people actually spend an average 20-25 years, or people just come here, work and retire. There is some magic potion in Titan, because it's all about how you treat people and the culture of inclusiveness, and saying that whether it is good time or bad time, Titan is with you together in this. I think that makes all the difference, and that's the stickiness that actually makes people say that, you know, Titan is mine, and then that ownership comes in for the people. And that's why once people join Titan, they always want to be a Titanian, because there's a fair working policy, there is togetherness, there's transparency in terms of working. There's a lot of qualities that we take from the larger corporate. But when it comes to Titan SmartLabs, I would say The learnings are always in terms of tech, deep tech, innovation. I can go on. I think every day will be a great learning for people. The industry of wearables is definitely growing, as I don't know how many people have said. Last year, October, India has emerged as the largest consumer for wearables. Whether you talk about people as volume or you talk about adoption, definitely this country has become the largest when it comes to consumption of wearables. So obviously this industry is growing, and Titan is growing along, and Titan is actually growing at a much rapid pace. So I would say that the future, at least for the next 3 to 5 years, is looking very, very bright, very dynamic for people. So whoever joins us, I think they have an opportunity in creating a history, and I think very few places you'll have an opportunity to making history, and Titan will be the place. My vision is that whatever the consumer tech that we are building in the form of wearables, right, it should evolve into making a meaningful difference in one's lives. It has to be transformative. Today what is happening is most of the wearables are just about the price or the looks. What we are actually working on is creating a hyper personalized consumer experience where we truly want to understand consumer, and we want to build solution that can actually fit into one's needs. One shoe does not fit all the size. Similarly, there's no generic solution that can fit into everybody's needs. We are actually working super hard to create a very hyper personalized consumer experience. Plus, we're also crafting an ecosystem that can actually create a very meaningful purpose for the wearable that people are buying from Titan. And I'm very proud of what we are building and how the future is going to shape for the country and also for Titan. Yeah, so the unfortunate reality is Titan has been known as a household brand when it comes to analog watches. So I think we're still fighting that misconception that Titan is not a technology company. Hopefully, I want every single youngster to understand that Titan is actually a very deep tech company. And when you compare it to some of the services companies, at least at Titan, you're not going to work on some maintenance projects, or you're not going to work on some support projects. You're actually working on some deep tech. Deep tech innovation, very, very few companies can provide. So Titan and Titan SmartLabs is that identity to create and say that, yes, we believe in technology and this is a deep tech company that you can actually work and cherish for.